Hello, guys. This is Tracy from Pet Partners, and I'm joined here today with Ashley. Ashley, can you hear me?
Uh, kinda.
Yay! Okay, good. Sorry, everyone. We had some technical difficulties getting started today, so we're a little tardy, but we're excited to talk to you. Better late than never, right? So we've all been there with the technical difficulties as we're living our lives virtually, so much more these days, but we're so thrilled. Better late than never to be able to join you. So we'll just give it a few minutes since we kind of are starting off time. Hopefully folks will get some alerts and notifications on their Facebook account that we have made it happen and that we're able to get on today. So we'll just wait a few minutes. If you're here, let us know in the chat. Hi, Alex from Nevada. Thanks for letting us know that you can see and hear us. If you're there, let us know where you're tuning in from today. I'd love to hear if we have any experienced Treats and Sweets Day bakers, past participants, folks that are registered for this year. And also, we're pet partners, so we always want to know about pets. If you're registered with us, who your furry friends are, feathered friends, let us know. Hey, Megan from Arizona and North Carolina, all my favorite places today. Ashley's in Arizona.
Yep. It's nice and sunny today.
Yay. I am in Virginia today, so we're from opposite ends of the country, but really excited to talk a little bit about Treats and Sweets Day today. So this is, oh my goodness, I think this is Treats and Sweets Day has been around since 2015, I believe. So this will be
Yeah,
our
I think it's the
sixth year.
7th. Yeah.
Sixth or seventh? Yeah, a long time. Oh,
hmm
hi, Emily. Nice to see you. Really, what we want to do today is Ashley and I just want to talk a little bit about Treats and Sweets Day, why we're so excited to welcome you, a little bit about the history of it, how to get started, share some ideas. We would love to hear from you all with what your plans may be. We're going to share things that we're hearing from across the country of plans of folks. Ashley, you've got tips on the technology, right? Because we have a brand
Yeah,
new, really cool platform this year with all kinds
we
of new
do.
features. And I think we'll talk a little bit about some of the incentives,
hmm
registration tools and tips. What am I forgetting, Ashley?
We've also got some other features on how more people can be connected.
Uh-huh.
And so you can see who all's in your network, and then we've got some fun things for our community partner groups. So we're very excited about our new platform, and we've been getting a lot of really good response. And and our Facebook integration. So we're
Yes,
finally able, yeah. So
everyone
we're
here is
finally
on
able to work with
Facebook.
Facebook.
So we know you guys are familiar with Facebook. So, well, let's go ahead and get started. Ashley, where you want to start?
Yeah, well, let's just start at the beginning. Thank you so much for tuning in. We know how late we are, but we are so excited to be talking with you today about treats and sweets. And then thank you to everybody who supported treats and sweets over the year, whether you donated or participated or, baked goodies. We just really appreciate it. And so this year we've set a goal of raising $35,000 with Treats and Sweets Day. And I think we're at almost 7,500 since we
Solid
launched 2 weeks.
start.
Yeah, we launched this 2 weeks ago, and so we've had a really wonderful response of people getting online, getting registered, and really thinking outside the box. Because some people don't want to bake, and that's perfectly fine. And we'll talk about that later. That you can do really whatever you want. That you have the creative freedom to really make this your own, and spread joy. And so that's really what we're looking at. And so traditionally, Treats and Sweets Day is done during the month of April in honor of National Therapy Animal Day, which is on April 30th. And
Right around the
so,
corner.
yeah, I know it's so quick. I can't believe we're already in March. But again, most people started baking in February or at least soliciting donations or getting registered. So really, you can bake anytime between now and the end or mid-May, I want to say, because we've got some fun prizes and incentives and awards that you guys can earn. So that's kind of the when, and then where is anywhere you would like. And
Kitchen, wherever you want to be, bake it up,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And then, Tracy, do you want to talk a little bit about our baker options?
Yeah, so I've done Treats and Sweets Day every year since we launched it. And it's the first thing you want to do is check out treatsandsweetsday.org. And you can link to it from petpartners.org. We'll have it up there too as well. But you can decide how you want to participate. So you can participate as an individual baker. You can set up a team. You can do it with friends and family, with your local community partner or group, with your
Mm-hmm.
facility, corporate, all different types of options. So that's one of the first steps. You just kind of decide how you want to do it. I personally, throughout the years, have participated in Treats and Sweets Day with a small friends and family team. So it's typically myself, my two boys, my sons, and we involve my dog Frisco, of course. So our team's usually called Frisco and Friends, and you can sign up there for how you want to participate. And once you sign up, you're going to get a little get started baker kit in the mail, which is one of my favorite parts. I brought it, show and tell. So hold on. I've got my baker kit. You get these little stickers in the mail. You've got, oh, I loved these, Ashley. So Ashley's our new national director of events. So this is her first Treats and Sweets Day kind of at the helm of it
Mm-hmm.
all. She put together these really neat flyers with ideas that are very relevant for right now. So socially
Mm-hmm.
distanced ideas,
Mm-hmm.
virtual ideas, all of that, posters, table tents. So you've got a lot of ideas and tips to get you started, which I love. So you'll get that once you register. There's no fee or anything like that. So you can sign
Mm-hmm.
up. And then you just kind of want to determine, if you are forming a team, spread the word, get folks to join. They can click and sign up and pick your
Mm-hmm.
team. They can be a part of it. You guys can have a shared goal. So your team goal might be, as a team, we want to raise $1,000 and there's 4 members. So we're each going to try to shoot for 250 each or whatever. So you can have your individual goal. You can also have your team goal, which is a lot of fun. And you can then decide, what are we going to do? What are we going to do to raise money for pet partners and then incorporate this fun aspect of this signature event, which is really spreading joy, spreading love by giving treats. So the treats can be baked treats for humans,
Mm-hmm.
treats for our pets in our lives, a combination of both, or other creative kind of spins on it. So really, first and foremost, it's people that want to support pet partners in our mission. And I do just want to take a moment to kind of express our gratitude that Ashley and I
Mm-hmm.
and all of Pet Partners have for folks that step up to be fundraisers for our different campaigns. We were here just a few months ago celebrating you all for World's Largest Pet Walk, and we always want to have a spring option, and that's Treats and Sweets Day. And so the money that we raise at Pet Partners goes to support so much. So first and foremost, the support of our therapy animal team,
Mm-hmm.
recruitment of new handlers, the ongoing education through our webinars, through our special initiatives like Read With Me, Walk With Me, our AACR, all of these things that we're doing throughout the years and supporting take funds for us to be able to administer and grow
Mm-hmm.
and continue to meet the need that we have. Funds raised help us to fund research. We fund research each year into therapy animal programs, the effects of the positive effects of therapy animals on our communities, in our lives. And we also fund things like our cancer care fund, where some of our most dedicated therapy animals might be facing their own health crisis, and we want to help support folks through the Cancer Care Fund. So many different ways that the money that you guys are going to raise will help support pet partners and handlers down the road who haven't even signed up yet. So it's a lasting impact, and we just want to express our gratitude for supporting this fundraising effort and all of our fundraising efforts. So first of all, thank you for doing that for us. I can share a little bit about ways I've done Treats and Sweets today. Do you want me to do that, Ashley? Just a little bit of
Yeah,
ideas?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different things, because I'm kind of a veteran. I've done it and seen a lot of and gotten to know a lot of bakers through the years that have done different things. And so I've seen a lot of really cool ideas. The first thing you always want to do is figure out how you will invite folks and give them the opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
financially support pet partners. So that's the number one thing. This is you showing your passion as to why you think it's important to support pet partners and telling your story. So it might be you're a handler and you want to tell the story about your own therapy animal visit experience, the impact in your communities. It might be your family has been on the receiving end of a visit and you want to thank and support pet partners because at your time of need, you received a visit or your loved one received a visit. So I think the first thing, no matter what, is to just take the time to register and set up your page. Ashley's going to walk you through in a little bit some of the features of the page and how to really maximize the benefits of that. But take the time to express why you think it's important to support pet partners. Folks want to support you. They love you. And so when you, and I'm sure you've all supported others, when someone you care about is passionate about something, you want to let them know you support them too. And that can often be done through a donation. And so the first thing I've done every single year, no matter how I've chosen to bake or participate on that side of it, is to set up my page and then just share the link out. So I do it through individual emails. I do it through posting on social media and just spreading the word that way. So this year, for example, I set up the page. There's an awesome way to click that, yes, you want to invite folks with a Facebook as well. So it'll just push it right out there. And within a few hours, I had raised over $700. And all I did was set up my page and post it. That's it. And it was so cool. And so what I'm doing this year, since I've got donors from all over and we are dealing with COVID and there's sensitivities around that. And I thought, okay, this year I'm going to do, as a thank you to my donors, what can I do to treat them? I'm going to do sugar cookie themed candles and make them and mail them out to all of my donors as a thank you with a little note about how they're supporting pet partners and a little bit about the work. I've done one year I partnered with a local ice cream shop and they agreed to donate 25% of the proceeds for a night to pet partners for treats and sweets day. So I invited all my friends, their kids to go out and patronize that business. I had a therapy animal handler and sweet little dog that greeted everyone at the door and thanked them and was able to raise that money that way. You can do all different kinds of things. One of my friends, she signed up, she got donations, and she had a lot of donors right around town. And so she did, and this would work for the pandemic for right now, for social distancing. She baked treats up to thank her donors for supporting pet partners, pet ones and human ones, put them in little baggies, used our stickers that we mail out. Now I don't know where I threw them, but she made little doorstop deliveries to all of her donors. She drove around and left the treats on their doorstep and said thank you. So you could definitely do something like that, just little door deliveries of treats. Oh gosh, one of our top fundraisers of all time was Evan. He was a young kid, middle schooler, I think. He raised over $5,000 just through emailing and sending it out. And then what he did for his baking side of things is he baked this really nice batch of dog biscuits, homemade dog biscuits, and delivered them to a therapy animal team to say thank you on behalf of all of his donors. So he made one batch of special cookies, presented them to a dedicated therapy animal team who had visited at the same hospital where he had a cousin who had a health challenge and was so touched by that. So it can be as simple as just making a little treat in honor of your donors and delivering it to somebody that's worthy. This year, what comes to mind is maybe a healthcare worker, nurses, doctors, folks that are working in our senior care communities. Just deliver some treats to say thank you and let your donors know that that's what you did in honor of their generosity. So it's really just about spreading love and happiness through how you thank your donors, And so for us, it's kind of fun to think about. We all love a little sweet treat or to know that someone put time into creating something for us. So it's really just a fun way to show your gratitude for folks that want to support pet partners and your involvement. I know you have ideas, Ashley.
We do. Kind of going off of what you were saying, this is my first treats and sweets. And so what my daughter did is we did an old-fashioned letter writing campaign.
Yes.
Yeah, which takes me back to my, basics of fundraising, where we wrote a letter and we sent it to our Christmas card list, who I've never solicited before, but figured, it's
Why
130
not?
people. Yeah, I was like, they love seeing Aspen grow. Like, why not? We'll see what happens. And
Aspen is Ashley's adorable daughter.
yes,
I've
sorry,
seen pictures. Oh my gosh, of her. She's already baking. She's
yeah,
she has a huge smile on her face. This is a great thing to involve kids in. It's a great
yeah, oh yeah.
family-oriented fundraiser.
Well, and I think it's also really important to teach your kids about volunteerism and whether it's
Yes.
giving of your time or if it's giving of, financial means if you have them. And so that's kind of how I was raised. And so it's very important to me to, share not just what my profession is, but, kind of how I was raised with her. And so she's 7, she'll be 8 in May. And so she just got very excited because I was like, "Do you want to participate in treats and sweets?" And she's like, "I can make treats for dogs." And I was like, "You sure can." And so she got very excited and she hand signed all 130 letters. And so they went out just before Valentine's Day, and she's at $1,300 right now.
Go,
And so
Aspen.
she beat you. She overtook Traci for the
That's
number one
okay.
spot so far.
She's well deserving. And you can see on treatsandsweetsday.org, you can see photos that other bakers are
Yeah.
posting and sharing. And so you can see Aspen in the kitchen making her treats to
Uh-huh.
thank her folks and get ideas and inspiration. That's a really fun part about Treats and Sweets Day this year is
Mhm.
we've added on some tools and resources to make it more social. So do you
Yes,
want to talk a little bit about how we can integrate
absolutely.
social media into
Yeah.
whatever you choose to do?
Yeah, so we have this new platform, and I'm just so excited about it. And so many of our bakers this year have been talking about how much they love the new Facebook integration. So
Yeah.
when you register, you have the option to register with your email, or you can register with your Facebook credentials. And so
Mm-hmm.
when you do that, it'll automatically post to your page that you're supporting Treats and Sweets Day, and it'll send out your link. So it's really easy for people to just click and donate. I know Connie, who's usually on these Facebook Lives, she did that and was really surprised how many responses she got once she posted. And then obviously Traci had the same success.
Yeah.
Um, so it's super easy. It doesn't take any more work than anything else you're doing. And so that's just been really great. And so what happens now with the integration is it'll actually show up on your goal thermometer. Whereas before, if people donated through Facebook, it didn't show, and we had some issues with it not counting.
Right. So
And
regardless
so,
if they register, if they make a
yep.
donation on treatsandsweetsday.org, or
Mhm.
if they make it right through Facebook, it all links up. So your total,
Mhm.
say you raise 250 on Facebook and 250 on your personal fundraising page, it's going to show up that you've raised $500, and
That's right.
also it's going to make it so you're eligible for some of our incentives, which
Yes.
are a lot of fun. So and it's
Yes.
just donors like options, and some feel more
Mhm.
comfortable donating in different ways. So this just adds a little flexibility. You can also collect, oh my goodness, you said you went old school with the letter writing campaign. You might get some actual checks in the mail, folks that
Oh,
mail
we
you back.
have.
So you
Yeah.
have. So
Yeah.
you can also make sure that those are credited too, right?
Yep. Yeah. Checks and cash you can enter through your participant center, just like you were with the old Treats and Sweets Day page. And then what you do is you'll turn your cash into a money order or a check, and then you'll mail it off to Pet Partners. And so all of that can be found under the Turn in Funds tab on
Got
our
it.
website.
Okay.
So yes, you can definitely do that. Some other things with social media is you can either tweet, you can use Facebook, and then we also have text alerts, which is kind of cool too. When you sign up, there's a little blue box in your participant center that asks if you want to be notified. And so you'll get a text message every time somebody donates via credit card to your phone, and you have the option to thank them immediately once you get that notification. So it's
I did
really
that.
cool.
I did
Yeah.
that. I got a message. So my first donor is always my mom. Hi, Sandy Sue, if she's listening. But my mom always donates. She's usually my first donate, and I got a text. It binged on my phone, and it said,
Mhm.
Sandy has donated. Would you like to thank her? And you just
Hmm.
click on your phone. So really cool and very fast. It was instant.
Yes. Yeah, you can do it in real time. So, and I've been doing that with our donors, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, that was so quick." And I was like, "I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you because COVID's hit different people in different ways, and so
Right.
showing your appreciation and your gratitude is super important. And so the new text feature is just really, really neat. What else do we have for spreading? Oh, well, obviously, National Therapy Animal Day. So we still want you to go out and try to get proclamations from either your mayor or your governor. So we have all of that verbiage. We have a sample template under our tools and resources page, also
Uh-huh.
on the Treats and Sweets Day site. We've got actually lots of resources. We've come up with a lot of really great ideas. So you should definitely check it out. But yeah, submitting for the proclamations. I think I just got notification yesterday from Moira that one of our community partners has already, reached out to get that, and so those are exciting. We love to hear about those. If you guys, take socially distanced pictures
Yeah.
or any of that kind of stuff, be sure to use hashtag National Therapy Animal Day, hashtag Treats and Sweets, hashtag Pet Partners,
Got all
so
the
that we can
hashtags.
all the hashtags because we'll be able to see it and then it'll also show up on our new Treats and Sweets Day page
Hmm.
because it tracks those hashtags. And so under the gallery tab, you can see all of the photos that everybody is posting, which is also really neat and really inspiring. What are some other social stuff that we have? I'm trying to think. But we've got all sorts of different guides. We've got, if you want to do virtual events,
Yeah, talk a little
we've,
bit about that because you've shared with me some fun ideas. Oh my gosh, the fundraiser that's going to do the virtual cooking or baking contest. Talk about
yes,
that. That is so
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, so Laura Clear, who is one of our handlers, is going to be doing kind of a spin off of the British Bake Off, where she's going to be doing a cooking decorating, and she's going to do it via Instagram Live. And I think one of our staff members might be participating. We're working on who's going to be that, who's going to
The
step up to the
lucky
challenge.
contestant.
Yes.
But they have to decorate. You told me they have to decorate the
Yes.
cookie to look like their own pet.
So the cookie has to look like your dog, and so it'll be a minimum donation of $5 to become a participant. But you can obviously donate more, and then the viewers will get to donate on who they think the winner should be, and
Hmm.
then the top donor will receive a prize, and then obviously the winner of the cookie decorating contest is also going to get a prize. So that's something fun that she's going to be doing that's virtual so that everybody's kind of in the comfort of their own kitchen,
Nice.
working at their own pace, and have everything ready so that when they're on screen, they'll be able to show, what they've created. We've also come up with some fun games. So, like, if you like doing, Zoom yappy hours with your friends, we've got some games where you can, ask for, $2 per guest. We've also got some quizzes. We've got how many cat treats do you think are in this jar?
Oh, yeah, all
Um,
those kind of fun guessing games. So you could just invite
yeah.
folks. A great way to do something like that is to invite folks and just say, we're having this fun little online party. It's in honor of Treats and Sweets Day. You can send out
Hmm.
your link in advance and say,
Yep.
no donation required, but appreciated. And
Yep.
oftentimes when you don't put a dollar amount on something like that, you'll be
Hmm.
surprised and excited by the generosity of folks and their willingness to give. So you can just say, I'm throwing this for anybody who wants,
Absolutely.
and whoever wants to
Hmm.
make a donation, that's your option, and do it that
Hmm.
way. The idea of sharing a little cooking class, you could do that for,
Yep.
online, and
Yeah. Cooking
doing,
demo would be a great idea.
yeah.
Also, a lot of people, if you guys enjoy wine, there's a lot of those wine tasting reps that'll donate a percentage back from how much you
Uh-huh.
purchase, and so you could also do that via Zoom too. Get a couple of girlfriends or get your people around the office to join in, and so that's another way where that percentage back that Tracy was talking about when she did with the ice cream place.
Yeah.
That's another way to do kind of indirect fundraising where it's a win-win. You're getting something in exchange for supporting a really great charity. So there's so many ideas. Anything can be turned into a fundraiser. I've been working with a lot of bakers that were like, I don't really want to bake. What can I do? And we've kind of come up with some fundraising ideas. So like, I'm definitely here for you. So if you want to like talk through what your passions are, we can definitely come up with a game plan. We've got templates for everything. If you want to do a sample letter writing campaign, I can share my letter that we used, or we can draft something. So there's so many options. So we don't want there to be any hurdles. We want this to be
Yeah.
fun and enjoyable because that's not what it is, making treats, whether it's just for your own pets or, because baking's really relaxing and we're in the house a lot. So it's just
Right.
something fun and creative that you can do.
Yeah, the other thing is once you sign up for Trees and Sweets Day, you'll start getting regular baker updates. And that's
Uh-huh.
where we'll share ideas that we're hearing from other bakers across the country, things that they've come up with, success stories on what's really been working. So
Yeah.
when you register, you'll automatically start getting some of the fun updates. We'll do little prizes,
Hmm.
incentives along the way, which make it a lot of fun. One idea that we had heard of is one of the bakers is going to be compiling some of her favorite family recipes, and all of
Hmm.
her donors will receive a little recipe book so that
Yep.
they can try the baking on their own. So there's no shortage of ideas. And what's so neat
Hmm.
is that we think we've heard so many, and then more people that register and come up with things, we realize that it really allows you to be creative and have a
Hmm.
lot of fun. I mentioned it's very family oriented, so this could be a great way to get kids that might be new to baking in the kitchen, or even we have We Are All Ears, which is our reading program. And we were just thinking we had all these young readers across the country that signed up to read to their pets and practice that. What a great way for these young readers to start learning how to read a recipe, follow the
Uh-huh.
steps. And so you can bring together too a fun way to continue learning and reading. So reading a little animal recipe to make some homemade dog treats or cat treats is a great way to keep the readers in your house engaged too, as they're really, many folks are still doing virtual or hybrid learning, things like that.
Hmm.
It's a fun educational activity as well, which is great. I've thrown out a few teasers already, Ashley, about the incentives. Do you want to talk a little bit about? We want to say thank you to you too, because you're working hard to
Yes.
fundraise and working hard to thank your donors in creative treat ways. But we have some options that you can earn a bandana for a pet, right? A shirt
We
for
can.
yourself. So talk a little bit about that. I know we've got some important deadlines coming
Absolutely.
up.
We do. So we have a pet bandana. So for any baker that raises $50 or more, you'll receive a pet bandana. And our theme this year is for the pet bandana, it's a legend in tasting.
Mm-hmm.
And then for our baker shirts, it says a legend in the baking.
So instead of a
Um,
legend in the making, you're a legend in the baking, and your animal
yes,
still gets to be your
the
special
legend
taster.
in tasting.
Yeah, I know Frisco. He's got no problem tasting anything. So these pets are gonna love life too. So
Oh
there's
yeah,
an early bird deadline coming up, right? So you can get
there is.
them
Mhm.
early in
And
time
so
for National Therapy Animal Day.
right, and I think I didn't say it, but the to earn the baker shirt, it's to raise $100 or more.
So fifty
So
dollars for the
our
bandana, $100
100 for
for
the
the shirt.
shirt.
Okay,
Hmm.
great.
And so our early bird deadline is next Friday, which is Friday, March 12th, by 5 p.m. probably West Coast time, just so we can make sure that everybody's in
Give
there.
them all the time.
Yes. And then what early bird means is with all of the shipping delays, our person that's making the shirts wanted to have at least a 7 week leeway to make sure that we could get it to you by April 30th in case you were going to be celebrating right around National Therapy Animal Day. So that's why we have the deadline. It doesn't mean that if you qualify at those levels after that date, that you won't receive your stuff. It just means you might get it after April 30th. And so we just want to make sure that everybody understands that. But new this year, we've got even more incentives for any of you bakers that have raised $250 or more. On our website, I believe it's under fundraising incentives tab. You'll
Yeah.
see that there's a giant flyer that shows, 4 to 10 prizes at each of the levels. And so depending on which level you qualify at, you can choose one prize from that level. And so after the event, you'll be emailed a certificate so that you can redeem whichever prize you choose. But let's say you raise $1,000, but you don't like any of the $1,000 prizes, but you like some at the the lower
Mm-hmm.
levels. You can choose as many prizes as you want that add up to $1,000. So you could get, 3 or 4 prizes from the other levels, but as long as it equals 1,000, you're good to
Oh,
go.
good. So there's more options. There's
Mhm.
additional choices. So it should be a
Yep.
lot of fun and a good way
Yeah.
to it's very on brand too. So we love our
Mhm.
brand folks that are always celebrating pet partners, that are
Yes.
pet partners proud. So once you have your decked out gear, you can wear it with pride and share with others why you support pet partners, which is really good. So yeah, the
Yeah.
incentives are a lot of fun, and
Mhm.
we know that you've earned them. We want to reward you and thank you for all of
Yeah.
your hard work that you're doing to support pet partners. So
Absolutely. And if any of you guys have ideas for incentives that you'd like to see, send them to me. I was talking with one of our bakers during my thank you calls, and she's like, "It'd be really cool if you guys had an apron." And I was like, "That is a good idea." And so, so Carol Mahoney, you'll see that that's been added at the $250
apron. You
at the
ask
two
and you
hundred and
shall
fifty dollars.
receive.
Yes.
That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Very good. Okay, and I know we mentioned the new site and that you're excited about it. Were there
Hmm.
any last things you wanted to mention on special features or things to look for on the
Sure.
website?
Yeah, so we've got some extra features. We've got a couple of different leaderboards because what we really want to start doing is celebrating more than just fundraising efforts. We want to celebrate all the different ways that you're helping to spread the word about pet partners and bring more awareness.
Yeah.
And so you'll see under the leaderboard tab that we've got recognition for recruitment. So if say, spreading the word is definitely your thing and you like to, network and connect people, that could be what you're trying to do. Say you like to be active. You can also track your activity levels. And so it might not
Mm-hmm.
be as relevant for Treats and Sweets Day, but for the World's Largest Pet Walk, you can track every mile that you walk, run, or ride with your animals. And that can
Right.
earn you points to receive the Top Activity Award. We also have Getting Social. So we know that so many of you guys love posting photos, and we definitely love seeing them. And so that's another leaderboard that we have. And so we're just looking to, really highlight more people in lots of different ways because it's really important to us because it all comes together.
Yeah.
We're all working together for one great cause. And we just kind of want to celebrate that. And that also leads into all of the different awards. So, just like with the World's Largest Pet Walk, we had sneaker awards. We're going to have some sprinkle awards for our Treats and Sweets
Sprinkle
Day.
awards. I
Yeah.
love it. That's so
And
fun.
so, yeah. And so we want to really, come up with some fun ideas and categories on ways to, celebrate everybody's efforts. So we'll be coming up with that. And then for our community partners that are watching, we have what's called Affinity Groups now within our system where you can, register and select that you're part of a certain community partner, and that any of your friends, family, coworkers, anybody that wants to support you guys can also select to be a part of that group, and then you'll be able to see how big your impact is. And so it'll
Mm-hmm.
show how many people are associated with your group, how much they've raised, how many people they've reached through their social media. And so it'll really just show your reach, which is really incredible. And so we really want to start getting into, more fun things that we can do with our community partners, such as like traveling trophies and
Oh, yeah.
special bandanas, for more recognition and just like, fun things to celebrate. So those are really cool. You can actually go and see them when you click on the donate button on the
Uh-huh.
new site. It'll drop down and it'll say find a participant or team. When you click on that, if you type in just P, it'll show all of the official pet partners, community partners, and community groups that are registered with us. And
Nice.
so you can see those. And right now, Megan and I are working tirelessly to add your logos. You can also share photos and videos there of your community members doing great things in the community. So it's really fun. It's really customizable. You can share your own message. So we're really excited about that. And then what else was I going to say? Oh, um, when Tracy was talking about reading, some of our great staff members came up with fun species themed recipe cards.
Oh, yes.
So if you are looking for any recipe ideas, you can find those on our website under the tools and resources. And Mary Margaret's Llama Dama Ding Dongs sounds
Llama Dama
incredible.
Ding Dongs. Okay, I'm going to have to give that recipe a go. That one sounds good.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun, species themed recipes that we included that we thought would just be, really cute. And if you're looking for a challenge, because some of them look like they're a little more
Ugh.
in depth than others.
Okay, yeah. So here, let's talk about this a little bit. I've heard from some people that are like, I can't do treats and sweets day. I am not a good baker. I'm not good in the kitchen. This is okay. You can make this as simple or as
Oh, yeah.
elaborate as you want, right? So it doesn't have to be super tricky. One of my favorite things, though, is we were talking about sharing photos, and we're going to celebrate that. This is so neat. I love to see photos of the dogs and the cats and the llamas and all the animals, of course. Love to see people sharing photos of their family members or coworkers or friends getting in on the action. But one of my favorite things about Treats and Sweets Day is seeing the pictures of the baked creations. People can get really talented on this. So I've seen little cupcakes that have animals' faces on them, or paw print shaped treats, or I mean, you can do traditional items. One of my friends, Kim, I hope Kim's watching here in Richmond. She was one of our top bakers, one of the early years. She had her mom's, or was it her mom or her grandma's, a family member's pound cake recipe. And she baked all these little pound cakes, like mini pound cakes. And that's what she was giving to her donors to thank them. And it was just, they were so beautiful. And she had them, wrapped with the little stickers. She did a little, she did a sale at the local farmer's market. They let her come and have a little table. So she did that for a few weeks in a row. But I love seeing photos of the treats and the creations. And you mentioned wine. One of my first years, I did special sweet themed cocktails. So, I mean, you can do all kinds of things. So we want to see all those photos and celebrate, but also too.
I love the nailed it looking stuff. That touches my heart.
Yeah, you might have some nailed it. You might have some didn't nailed it, but that's okay. We want to see all of we want to see all of those attempts, the winners and the losers, because I think that's part of the fun, right? It's really part of the fun. But people had a lot of fun. If you have a tried and true recipe, share it with Ashley. She'll put it in one of the baker updates to inspire folks to be active and engaged and try new things with it. So a lot of fun with being creative and trying some new recipes, maybe upping your game just a little bit, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and please share all the things with me. I love hearing it. I love seeing it. I love sharing it with our department. Leah, who's one of our younger bakers, her and her dog Toby are doing incredible, and they have been doing a socially distanced bake sale. And on her little treats, she has a note that says how she prepared everything, wearing multiple sets of gloves, wearing masks, how they sanitize, all the things. And so we just thought it was really cool. So, I mean, that'll be going out in one of our baker updates as, kind of an idea. So we love to also highlight you guys with our other bakers so that they can also maybe be inspired to do something similar.
Well, talk a little bit about too, because a lot of folks are working virtually right now, but some people are back in their place of work. And one of the things that was cool this year is you have that group. Is it doggy daycares? Is it?
Oh yeah, it's dogs 24/7 is a pet sitting business out here in Arizona, and so they've got 5 locations. And they're really wonderful. They actually let our evaluators utilize their space to host in-person evaluations, which is
so nice.
Absolutely, absolutely
just
wonderful.
Another way for them to support pet partners. But they were setting up little treat tables where some of their clients, as they were coming and going or dropping off pets or picking up pets, could pick a treat and make a donation. And they've been doing great. I can see on the site how they're raising a lot of money, and it's a fun corporate activity for them.
It is, they love friendly competition, and so they've been doing really great. We're actually going to be doing their check presentation 2 Fridays from now on the 19th, And so they're very excited, and we're going to have kind of an award ceremony to announce
Yeah.
which of the locations was the top fundraiser. It was just really great. They all love to bake, and when they sent the idea out, all the different managers at the locations were like, "I'm in. Yeah, let's do this."
Up for the
You know,
challenge, right?
yeah. And then one of the managers, the lady I was working with, she's like, "I'm not sure if he'll be interested," and he's like, "Heck yes, I want to do this," and she's like,
See?
"Okay." Yeah, so it was really great. They had wonderful response, and some of their clients made credit card donations because I told them that they could also push it out through their social media if they
Great.
wanted to link it. And yeah, one of their clients made a $250 donation and wrote just how much, having them a part of her and her dog's life has meant to them. And I was like, look how sweet this is.
And heartfelt
So it's
and yeah,
yeah.
excellent.
So it's been really great, getting to get more companies involved with treats and sweets. So it's really
Absolutely.
good because yeah, you just never know who wants to participate. And if there's places that you frequent, you should ask them to get involved too.
Yeah, that's a great point. To invite others and help us to spread the
Mhm.
word. We will be doing a lot of posts on our different social media channels coming up over the next several weeks, reminding folks of how to register and inviting
Mhm.
folks to participate. So if you're inclined, please share that and spread the word with folks, or form a team and invite others
Mhm.
of your friends and family to join you in your efforts. It is a lot of fun. There's a way to stay connected for a common cause, for a common good, in a time right now when it's hard and people are feeling a little isolated. So even if you determine that you want to do something virtually or by using email, there's still so many options to work together and to feel like you're part of
Mhm.
a team and staying connected with folks. We do know right now with COVID and the pandemic and those feelings of social isolation, and some of our handlers are getting so creative in how they're visiting with virtual visits or outdoor pet parades or window visits, or some that are now able to visit with vaccinated healthcare workers. We're just starting to see folks really getting back into the visiting. And
Mhm.
and so we know that that need for therapy animals for our program, for our mission, is still so relevant and is still so great. And we want to, as an organization, be able to meet the need. And we want to be able to grow,
Mhm.
and we want to be able to continue to recruit and support our teams across the country and the world. So this is a great way to take part in helping us to do that. So the funds raised will be put to good, and millions of people across the country, whether it be students, patients, veterans, seniors, they're receiving these visits in fun, unique ways. So it's really about spreading that unconditional love that only the animals in our lives can give. And so we're so thankful for you all for sharing your heartfelt reasons for supporting us, sharing your own story or connection to pet partners, and just doing something a little fun and spreading some joy during a time that is a little difficult for many of us. So thank you for
Mhm.
participating. Okay, I've got my cheat sheet, Ashley. We've done our incentives, we've done our site features, we've shared tons of fundraising tips. The site is treatsandsweetsday.org. Tell us those
Mhm.
hashtags again. Ashley, they rolled off your tongue. What are they supposed to be posting when they share? Hashtag pet
Hashtag
partners.
treat pet partners. Hashtag treats and sweets day. Hashtag
Uh-huh.
National Therapy Animal Day.
Got it.
Everything
Okay.
spelled out.
Got it. So we can see what you all are doing
Mhm.
and share that. What questions do you guys have? If we've forgotten anything, or if you have questions that we did not answer,
Mhm.
please put those in the chat. We'll get back with you and answer those questions for you. A great way to stay connected, as I mentioned, is to register. So you'll start getting those Baker updates. Actually, is there anything else that I didn't mention that you wanted to make sure we chatted about?
I don't think so. I think just go and check out the website. Like, we'd love to
Uh-huh.
hear what you think of the look of the new site.
Yeah.
We've got our new promo video on the homepage, which is really cute that you could always utilize to
Share.
share when
Yeah.
you're sending your messaging to. But yeah, we would just love to hear what you think of the look of the new site, and if you think it's easy to use, or anything. Any feedback is more than welcome.
Great. And Ashley's really good. She'll help you along the way and brainstorm with you and make sure you get your supplies and everything you need to be a successful Treats and Sweets Day baker. So
Yep. Day or night.
Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. Um, but you can keep them coming. We'll answer them on social, or you can get once you register, you'll get LinkedIn, like I said, with all of our
Mhm.
communications. You'll be able to get in touch with Ashley individually. So I think that's it. Really, Treats and Sweets Day. Anytime between now, this spring, throughout the month of April. A lot of people are going to pick National Therapy Animal Day, April 30th, but there's flexibility there on how long, when, and how you participate. So thank you for helping us to celebrate pet partners and for participating. We cannot wait to see all of your fantastic creations.
That's right. You guys are baking a difference.
Oh, yes, you got to get that in there, Ashley.
You like that?
I like it. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. We're sorry we were a little late, but we wanted to continue and we're excited that you all joined us. So thanks so much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.